In this video, I want to go over QGIS, which is a free, full-featured GIS software that's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. So QGIS, here's the website here. They're currently on version 3.4. You may have had experience with this in the past with some of the earlier versions, version 1 or version 2. Version 3 is a huge step up from those previous versions, and this is actually a really, really well-featured GIS software. So I'm just going to get into some of the features it has and a kind of an overall overview of GIS, of QGIS, so you can see if it's something that might fit your needs. And then going forward, I'll work into some more tutorials using the QGIS user interface. So let's go over to QGIS. I have version 3.4 installed here. So we'll just take a look at some of the basic features. Of course, you have the ability to add in basically any kind of geographic file you want to. So here I can add in, I've got a TIFF file, a digital elevation model here that I can add in. And then I have some stream data here that I can add in. And so you can see those data available there. It's got your usual layers panel. You can double click or right click on these to pull up layer properties. You can adjust your symbology just like you can with other softwares like ArcGIS. You can see all your options over here. You can label your points. I have no labels turned on now. You can do joins and relates. You can adjust the legend. There's digitizing settings, display settings, auxiliary storage. You have your field information here. So very similar to ArcGIS, you have almost all the same functionality in QGIS. QGIS also has quite a large processing toolbox, which you can access the processing toolbox, and it has all these different toolbox layers over here. You can see a lot of the geoprocessing tools here for vector. You've got buffer, clip, the convex hull, difference, dissolve, intersection, symmetrical difference, the union, and then you can eliminate selected polygons. There's the geometry tool for centroids, exact geometries, density by count, polygons to lines and lines to polygons. You kind of get the idea here. There's more analysis tools here. Then there's things for data management, and then you have things for research here. And the same thing over in raster. You have a lot of just these basic raster analyses that you conduct often. You have the projection options. You have some miscellaneous options which allows you to merge rasters. Then you can clip rasters, and you can convert rasters to polygons here and do some translations. And so that's a lot of the built-in tools there. Another great thing that QGIS has put in this new version, in version 3, is you can just type to locate anything. So if I want to find a spatial join, so here's my spatial join pattern analysis. If I want to select by features, or select by location, or select by expression, I can type in select and all that comes up here. I think I typed in join already. So there's the join. You can merge lines. You can join by location. So there's a lot of power just in this search tool here. And as you notice, if you look at these little icons here, so this is the Saga icon, which is another GIS library that QGIS has integrated. And so they have integrations with Saga and with GRASS and with GDAL. So you can see the Saga algorithms are over here. You have access to all of those. You have access to the GRASS algorithms here. You have access to the GDAL algorithms here, plus all these algorithms and tools that QGIS has built into the software itself. One other thing I want to talk about that really expands the functionality of QGIS are the plugins. So you can go to plugins and manage and install plugins. And you can see this huge list of plugins over here. And so these are all A lot of them are third-party plugins, and QGIS hosts their own plugin repository. So anytime anyone publishes a plugin to that repository, any QGIS user can access it and install it through the plugin manager here. You can also deploy these plugins locally. For example, this buffer clip plugin is an example plugin I created that's only hosted locally on my machine. I haven't pushed it to the official repository, but it's here and I can access it if I want to. These plugins are super easy to install. Let me just grab one here that might be interesting, and I'll show you what I mean. So here's the Geoscience plugin. I haven't actually ever installed or used this, but it sounds interesting. I saw it the other day, and all I do is I just select it here, and I click Install Plugin. And you can see this plugin's experimental, so it may have some things that aren't totally worked out yet. But there you go. My plugin is now installed. I can close it. And it actually added this to my toolbar here, it looks like. And so you can see the information that it's added. If I don't want that plugin anymore, I just go to Plugins, go back to Manage and Install Plugins, come down to Geoscience, and I can either uninstall it here or I can just turn it off by checking that box, and then I can close it and the plugin's gone. So as you can see, QGIS has a lot of really great functionality. If you're looking for something you can use on Mac or Linux and not just Windows, this is a great option. If you're looking for something that's free and doesn't cost thousands of dollars for a software license, this is also a really good option. Just like ArcGIS has their own Python library, ArcPy, that you can use for Python scripting, you can do the same thing with QGIS. If you go to Plugins and Python console, you can actually click the editor button and you can pull up scripts and write the code with the QGIS libraries and APIs and packages all there for you to use. I have some videos on that. I'll link to the playlist above if you want to take a look at those. And I also have a video and a full featured course on how you can create your own QGIS plugins that I'll also link up at the top. So like I said, there's a lot of opportunity with QGIS, doing a really great job. The features are really coming out in the newer versions. So this is something that's come a long way and is to a point where it can start to compete with some of the proprietary softwares that are out there. I want to point out one more thing. If you work with LiDAR data, they have a plugin for LAS tools, which, let me see, here's LAS tools. All you have to do is download the LAS tools library, the software, and this plugin will integrate you with that. And so you can have a graphical user interface to work with those LiDAR data if you're interested in that. And so it's things like this that really make QGIS really efficient and really great for working with some of these other libraries that people have integrated into QGIS. So that's kind of an overview of QGIS and how this is a really great free desktop software for pretty much any operating system you're working on. If you have questions about this or any tutorials you would like to see, please go ahead and leave a comment below, and I will try to get to those tutorials and show you how you can do some of those things. And like I said, stay tuned. I'll have some more tutorials with the QGIS desktop using the user interface coming out. Going forward, I'm going to try to do one Python QGIS tutorial a week and then one regular QGIS user interface tutorial a week. So if you have suggestions for those, please comment below. I hope this kind of gave you a good overview of QGIS and some of the features it has and what you can do with it, and gives you an idea if it will be good for your needs. Thank you for watching.